Mr. Maple, he's naked. I remember once Kata Gaia, way back in the day, 2012, Kata Gaia said, "Let's all get naked with Mary." And that is very true. That's what it is. I can't help it. It just is what it is. But if you give me your birthday, you're naked. And even if you don't, your clothes start to slowly come off, and I can see the way that you handle me and the way that you handle others, and it all pieces together. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if people don't tell me their birthday, because it will eventually just piece itself together by the way that you handle me. And I know I'm hard to handle. A lot of people can't handle me, and they will just chalk it up to whatever. They just have a category. She's a this. She's that. Look what she does over there. Look what she does over there. And yeah, I'm willing to point at all those too. I know. Look what I do over here too. I could probably make the best hater video about myself and put all those guys who made the hater videos about me to fucking shame. Mr. Sensible, and I can't even remember the other guy's names. The Baldy Cats and whatever. The other one. Oh, the other one was the crazy stalker girl. That one actually cracked me up, that hater video about me, where it's like, she's trailer park trash or something. I was like, yes I am. Yes. And I love that shit when people, she's obsessed. Yes, I am, thank you very much. I'm dedicated as fuck. She's off the wall. She says things you shouldn't say. You shouldn't do that to people. You shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't do that. All of that relates to your chart and how you get along with me and how you take me. Anyway, I'll just edit that out because I went on a rampage talking about myself like usual. But it is easy to relate everything else to someone, maybe compare yourself to someone and stuff. So I do that quite often. And this is like, what are we doing here, really? I know that some people have very organized information and they're skilled at it. And some of us were just lonely, and we were inner investigating people naturally, trying to figure things out. And then we found these groups of other people who do that too. So it is hard for those kind of people to get along sometimes. There's always these secret things over here, and they think that, and they think that, and it's all the same. Just these energies that mix easily, that don't mix easily, and then the annoying Pisces that's always trying to get everyone to get along. I wouldn't actually even say that. What I would say is the middle month of winter, the middle sign of winter, Aquarius, is the one trying to get everyone to get along, but they're doing it with a goal of so that they can lord over them. Like, you guys, you should get along here, and you should do this, and you should do that, and just watch. That's what your crises do. They know everyone. They know all these people over here, and they're like throwing out advice. Maybe you should do this, and that would be, and they sit back like, yeah, I'm so good at this. I'm gonna sit on my throne. This is where I belong. And I have that. You can see it. It's clear. But I also have it in a hard square to my Jupiter and my moon. It's a T-square doom with the Venus Aries cherry on top. And so I get it. I have a very strong drive to start this community, but at the same time, I'm really suspicious, and I think, why do I need quantity over quality? I would rather have a few select people who get what the fuck I'm talking about and listen to me and want to maybe get to know me or whatever. So that's how I see you guys, even though it is very sciencey and cold, and sometimes I'm always just pointing at the astrology. That's just the way it works for me. The fucking point I wanted to make was, I think that the full moon Aries and the whole me talking about moon and Mars and feelings and Mars and these hot things that people have where it feels hot, and it's this energy that maybe we need to transmute and use for something. I think that all of that really actually warmed the temperature, because now the forecast is like breaking news. Atlantic Canada is going to be warmer than the rest of Canada this winter. Look it up, it's true. Mr. Jem sent me that last night. Zadipa. Yeah, Mary. Yeah, Mary. So my horse chestnut dye is not getting very dark. Maybe I should have dried them out more so they were darker colored. So I made some coffee. So I'm gonna add. This is coffee that I accidentally burned actually, so I'm gonna put it in here. Because we are going to make some paint. Make some paint with things we found in the yard. Although now I've just cheated and added coffee. That's okay. This is how we make the weed caps. I normally use coconut oil, but I don't have any coconut oil right now, and I have local clarified butter, so that's what I'm using. And I found 2 level tablespoons-ish. Makes about 40 caps if you use a gram. So I'm gonna try to go for about 30 caps today because I don't feel like making 40 caps. I don't have the patience to sit down and do that. I have something else in my mind I want to be doing. So I'm going to make less and make them stronger. So when you put 1 gram of shatter, or you can do this with the RSO, the Rick Simpson oil, when you put 1 gram in about 2 level tablespoons, not heaping, make sure they're level, that will make about 40 caps. And then that means they're 25. Whoa, sweet. Are those ours?
Yeah.
The ones we found? Oh, sweet. Wow, I was like, wow, good score. That means they're here. They're here, Saf. See? They're in that jar, some of them. And then there's caps. And they're back there too, somewhere. Those mushrooms that are there. So yes, two level tablespoons makes about 40 caps. So I put in approximately 1 level teaspoon and tiny bit tablespoon. Yes, this is how I follow a recipe. So then you just melt it. I have it in some oil in the bottom of the pan instead of water, so the water doesn't splash up and get in there. So I do it like a double boiler, but kind of, but not really. I just put a little bit of oil in the bottom and then put the ramekin. And yeah, then I just throw it in. Just throw that in there. And then it fucking goes in the pan and makes me fucking cry. Are you kidding? Yep. So, when you do this, don't use the foam. I was just trying to show you guys how I do it. But I dropped some of it in the pan, but I picked it out before I frigged it up. So I only lost a little drop. Anyway, when you do that, then it's 1,000 milligrams of weed oil or shatter, whatever you're using. And then you divide it by how many caps you made in the end. So if you make 40, they're about 25 milligrams each. And the weed food they make people, you know, those weed candies and stuff, they'll be around 50, 75, sometimes 100. But they're full of sugar and a bunch of other crap that I don't want to eat, so I don't like weed food, really, because that's usually what it is. It's usually candy and sugary stuff that I don't want to eat. Which you can do. You can make this oil, and then you can make it into treats, too, if you want. We made maple suckers once. Those were good. But anyway, just cook her along until it all melts up together. Eventually it'll eventually mix together. Doesn't really matter. Just divide 1,000 by however many caps you make, and then that's the milligrams. That's some useful math there, Globers. Something you can do something with. He's gonna burn his whole nose off. Back. Barp. Burp. It's a work in progress. What is she doing over there? Oh my god.
I just don't know how to express myself sometimes when I need to be properly different. You can go to college and get your little PFD or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't care. Just remember, Leahy, what comes around is all around.